In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front brake hoses on this BMW X5. These are going to be located behind the front wheels. Let's get into it. Now we're going to take a hood prop rod and compress the brake pedal. And you want to have this up against the seat. That's going to prevent some of the fluid from dripping out when we have the brake lines disconnected. We're going to move the wheel. Use a 17mm socket, take the lug bolts out. Before I take the last lug nut off, I'm just going to hold the wheel from falling and take this off. And grab the wheel, pull it right off. I'm going to remove this clip. I'm just going to use some pliers. Just grab the clip. Pull that out and just make sure this slides out of the way. Using a 11mm line wrench, we're going to loosen up this fitting. Make sure you have a drain bucket underneath. You're going to lose a little bit of fluid. Just work that back and forth a little bit. You can switch to just an open end wrench once it's loose, if it makes it easier for you. And pull that out. And just grab the hose, rock it back and forth, take it down. You can just pull this bracket out of the way. Clean up some of that dirt. There's a lot of dirt and debris right here. I'm just going to take a rag and just clean that up a little bit. Just going to use a little compressed air. Just put my finger over the brake line. Good. Now loosen up the line on the caliper. I'm going to use a 14mm line wrench. Get that over. Loosen that up. Once you crack it free, you should be able to do it by hand. Again, have a drain bucket underneath, because you might lose some fluid. There we go. There it is. Take the new hose, get that started in the caliper, and just start twisting it. Get it threaded by hand. I'm just going to use an open wrench to tighten this down. All right. If you have the ability to torque this, you want to torque it to 17 foot-pounds. Do the best you can. All right, that's good. Take the new hose. You want to make sure it goes in the correct bracket. Before we put the hose in the bracket, just take that spring clip if you took it off. Go underneath the fitting. And we'll get this lined up. This only lines up one way. And get the line started. And snug that down. And if you have the ability to torque this, if you have a crow's foot, you want to torque this to 11 foot-pounds. That's with a 11mm crow's foot. And put the line through the bracket, take the clip, and push the clip on. You can just take a little hammer and just tap it into place. There you go. Now you can take the hood prop off. We're going to remove this cover. Use a 13mm socket. These are wing nuts. You just turn them about 90 degrees. Just loosen them. Once you get those all loose, grab this cover, pick it up. Comes out of the way. Now we'll just take a clean rag, just wipe down the cap. You don't want to get any dirt or debris inside. Take the cap off. Set that aside. It says on the cap what type to use. This vehicle requires .4 brake fluid. And top off the brake fluid. Fill it up to the max. There you go. Put the cap back on. Now we're going to gravity bleed the caliper. Just take this cap off, the brake bleeder, and then there's, on this side we have the brake pad warning sensor. Just pull that grommet straight up out of the way. Put a drain bucket underneath, and then we'll use a 11mm wrench. Open up the bleeder screw. We're just gonna let it gravity bleed out. You're gonna see a little bit of bubbles. Now it's a steady stream. Just take the 11mm wrench, snug that down. Good. Take the brake wear sensor grommet, put that over the bleeder, put the cap over. You can spray this off with a little brake parts cleaner to clean it up. And you want to check the pedal. If the pedal still feels spongy, you want to do a full-blown brake bleed procedure. Now you want to pump the brake pedal nice and slow. There's going to be a little bit of an air gap between the brake caliper piston and the brake pads. You'll feel it tightening up about after 5 or 6 tries. That's good. Now you can double check the fluid level and adjust accordingly. Now take the wheel, get that lined up. That's good right there. Get the bolts started. Snug these down. Now we're going to torque the lug bolts to 103 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check. I'm going to take the cover, line that back up. Push it in place. And just tighten down the wing nuts. Just twist it like you're tightening it, 90 degrees. Go. Now that you're done, you can take the vehicle for a road test, double check for any leaks, and adjust accordingly. Using a fluid transfer pump, you want to take out as much brake fluid as possible. That's good. It says on the cap what type to use. This vehicle requires .4 brake fluid. And top off the brake fluid. Fill it up to the max. There you go. Put the cap back on. Now we're going to go to each individual caliper, starting with the right rear, and then you're going to go to the left rear, and then the right front, and then the left front. We're going to follow that procedure. With the vehicle raised up and all 4 wheels off, we're on the right rear. Take the cap off the bleeder screw. You can move this wire using a 11mm wrench over the bleeder screw. Then I'm going to use a hose just to keep it clean. And then we're going to have an assistant inside the vehicle pump the brake pedal. Go ahead nice and slow 3 times. And then once they're holding, we're going to open up the bleeder screw. The brake fluid's going to come through the hose. You can see some bubbles. And close it up. All right, go ahead, pump it again 3 times, slow. Open it up again. No bubbles. We'll close that up. Fluid looks clean. Take that off. Go ahead and let off the brake pedal. Snug that up. Put the wire around the cap. Push that cap on. Use a little brake parts cleaner. Clean up the mess. You can have a drain bucket underneath, just so you don't drip it all over the place. And then you're going to do the same procedure on the left rear caliper. And top off the brake fluid. Now we're going to be on the right front caliper. You want to pop the cap off. Put the 11mm wrench on. And the hose. Have the assistant pump. Go ahead and pump the pedal 3 times. Hold it, and then open the screw. Close it up. We didn't get any bubbles there, but go ahead, pump it. And hold it. Open it up. Again, no bubbles. We'll do it one more time. Open it up. That looks good. Close that up. Go ahead and let off. Make sure that's snug, and put the cap on. Little brake parts cleaner, clean that up. After that, then you're going to go to the left front wheel and do the same procedure. And top off the brake fluid. After that, if the brake pedal still feels soft or the fluid is dirty, you can start the procedure from the beginning and do it again. Then you want to put all 4 wheels back on the vehicle and torque those to 103 foot-pounds.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.